Following the King's recent cancer diagnosis, Queen Camilla is set to take a break, heading somewhere sunny, apparently.
Yes, it comes as online rumours continue to swell around the Princess of Wales, who is still on leave following surgery earlier last month.
Joining us now is royal expert and journalist Pandora Forsyth. Pandora, thank you very much. Great to have you on the show. So, Queen Camilla, first of all, foremost, do we think she deserves a break?
Yeah, look, she's been working really, really hard, hasn't she, with the king and her husband, while still looking after him in the background, bear in mind. It's not a long break by any means. It's a few days, but this comes at a time where the royal family is being looked at under a microscope and people are calling for, well, Charles wanted a slimmed-down monarchy. He's got what he's wanted, and now they all sort of seem to be falling off working duties, and people are turning around and saying, well, what's the plan now? Camilla's going to be out for a few days. Catherine's not going to be back until after Easter. We had a last-minute pull-out from William only a few days ago as well, so it's really not coming at the right time. But no, I do think she deserves a break, it has to be said. She has been working very, very hard, and unexpectedly hard, I imagine, to be honest. And look, she's in her 70s, so, give her a few days.
Yes, most people would be retired by her age. Any idea who she's going with, where she might be going?
I imagine she's going to be spending time with her dogs, to be honest, and with her friends, and just going for a few days of rest. I can't imagine she's going to be going overseas or anything like that. She'll want to be very much by the king's side and giving him emotional support more than anything through quite a tough time.
Oh, I thought she was going to go off to a sunny climate, not Ayia Napa.
Ayia Napa, get her
Ayia Napa. Now that would be great, wouldn't it?
Queen Camilla,
a cocktail bowl. What do you call them? Fish bowls.
Absolutely. What you'd soon forget life's problems if you were seen around Ayia Napa. Did she actually need to tell us about all this, though? Seriously, I mean, is there a slight issue maybe with the royal family actually oversharing at the moment? We've had the King's cancer diagnosis. We've got whatever the heck is happening with Kate at the moment. We've had the personal reasons issue that Prince William was missing the memorial service for King Constantine II, and now we're being told that Camilla's taking a holiday. I mean, realistically, if she had just disappeared for a few days, would anyone have really noticed? Do we need to know?
I think in normal times they wouldn't have noticed, but I think because so many people are missing from the royal roster at the moment, I think that's why they do need to kind of give a bit of detail. But you say that, but also people are saying they're not sharing enough detail. They want to know why Catherine isn't coming back until after Easter. They want to know why William pulled out last minute the other day. So they can't do right from wrong at the moment. They're either sharing too much or sharing too little. From their perspective, a household's perspective, if you're working in comms, it's probably your worst nightmare.
This is why the late Queen got it right, in my view, giving very little away, because once you give a little bit, it doesn't end the speculation, it fuels more speculation on top of speculation on top of speculation, and then, it's difficult to know what more to reveal.
You're totally right. I mean, it's speculation non-stop at the moment. And of course, they're not giving anything away. From the perspective of never complain, never explain, that's obviously the right way of doing things. But then the king also wants to become across more emotional, more open. He realises that people do now need that in terms of getting the younger generations talking. But it's just so difficult for them at the moment because it's just, it's not going in their favour. Camilla's really trying to make all of the events and really trying to commit to everything that she can. But, with William pulling out last minute, Catherine down obviously for personal reasons and totally understandable. It's just not ideal at the moment, but they are trying. They are trying.
They are. Look, it's also worth noting, I think, Pandora, that I think it was Thursday, it might have been Friday morning, actually. Yeah. Kensington Palace put out a statement essentially saying, look, we've told you that Kate's ill, right? And we've told you that there's going to be a period of recovery. Can we stop this speculation? Now, there's been, in the void of what was actually really wrong with her, has sprung up a load of really bizarre conspiracy theories online. Obviously, some of them, not particularly nice at all. The problem, I think, that they've got there is that they did say to us she's gone in for something that clearly was very serious, and then we haven't really heard anything since. And I believe that the kind of initial expected recovery time has now elapsed, and is, we're beyond that grey zone of recovery, as it were, there, really. So they've backed themselves into a corner now, haven't they? People are going to speculate.
Yeah, people are going to speculate, and I think they did expect that. What they have to realise now, we live in a social media world, which is great for them because their whole strategy has changed in terms of getting their message out to people, perhaps, who wouldn't be picking up the paper and really trying to engage younger audiences. I mean, I have to say, people think I'm sort of giving a bit of PR for them right now, which I'm absolutely not. I'm trying to be fair and balanced here. But their social media does look amazing, and it looks so polished, and they're really sort of pushing out the messages that they need to. But also, on the same note, they did say they're not going to be giving a running commentary, which you have just said. But with social media, people have got freedom of expression. People can say what they like, and sometimes it's very, very negative. But also, it allows a conversation to happen between people, and then it just feeds and feeds and feeds, because social algorithms work off conversations. And when you get, quite negative conversations, unfortunately, they appear more on your feed, and people get more involved in it. And this is when the rumours really try and sort of amp up.
It's true. William has been doing his best to take his mind off things a little bit, though, I think, hasn't he? I believe we might be able to show a little bit of a clip now of William getting quite stuck in and down a pub. Here we go. So, look, Will's... all of a sudden, the shots are coming out. By the way, this was on St David's Day, I believe. This wasn't that late in the day. This was at about midday, 1 o'clock.
Are you worried about him?
Well, no. But he's got, someone... I'm worried about the state of that pint that the guy's drinking on the left there. That's shocking. But William getting on the shots early doors, he's got quite a lot that he needs to sort out at the moment, hasn't he?
Yeah, no, he does. And look, this is from a David's Day perspective. Obviously, Catherine wasn't there, and all day, bless him, he was getting flowers, he was getting a gift for the children and messages to send back to Catherine. I'm sure, he sort of wants to turn around and say, she's absolutely fine, which is what the households are saying. And he is getting on with things as usual, as much as he can, whilst also supporting his wife and children back at home. But I think we've realised, in the past few weeks, just how much they work as a team together. And how much actually he does really need her in these times, and without her, the sparkle unfortunately isn't there as much. And I think perhaps it's a good lesson for them both in terms of having that sort of team bonding. And I'm sure she'll come back and she'll be on the front of every single newspaper going. Well, virtually nearly everyone. Let's be honest. But yeah, no. So I'm sure he has realised that he needs her, which is nice, isn't it? And then hopefully he'll not get as many questions about her the whole time.
Well, there you go. Thank you very much indeed for your time. Pandora Forsyth, who is, of course, a royal expert and journalist. Great to speak to you.